With the mob vote being in less than 24 hours from now, it's important for everyone to start asking themselves the big question. What mob am I going to be voting for at Minecraft Live? And this is a very important question because we don't want a repeat of the last few years.
Cough, cough, phantom, glow squid.
So today, I'm going to showcase what each of these mobs look like in the game and then give you my personal opinion on each of them. Let's hop right into it. First up we have the Glare, which was the first announced mob for the mob vote. This mob will walk into areas that are dark enough for monsters to spawn so that you know they can spawn in that area. And honestly, is that really all that useful? I mean, yes, it's kinda useful, but in reality it really isn't hard to tell when it's dark. If you are having a hard time seeing your screen, it's probably dark. The actual design and look of this mob is actually pretty cool, and I like it, but when it comes to functionality, I just don't think it makes the cut. I personally think that the Glare should not be getting your vote. The Alley, which was the second announced mob for the mob vote. This mob will pick up your items and bring you back more of the same item, and they also like music. Now, as far as functionality goes, this mob seems really cool and really helpful. It could be an easy way to gather more of a specific material for a project that you're working on. And the design of the mob is also very cool. Overall, I think this is a really well balanced mob, and I'd be perfectly happy if this mob is who you're voting for at the mob vote. And finally, we have the Copper Golem, which was the last announced mob for the mob vote. This mob will randomly activate redstone in your base and also ages like copper does in game, and eventually becomes a statue. For functionality, this mob doesn't really have a lot going on. Just randomly pressing buttons isn't the most useful thing. And it's been said that if this mob wins the vote, they'll also be adding copper buttons to the game. And a lot of people I've talked to are saying that that makes it worth the vote, but I mean, it's just another button. We already have plenty of those. I do think this mob has a lot of potential to do more stuff though, if the Minecraft team decides to give it more functionality. As for its design, I love it. Having a little minion that you can build and have around your base is really cool, and I just like the overall look of it. I also find the aging aspect of it really cool as well, and gives some physical variety. You can also use the final oxidized version of it as a decorative statue, and I think that's just very cool. I'd also be okay if this mob won the vote. So, which mob am I going to be voting for? Well, I'm not 100% sure. It has really come down to the Alley or the Copper Golem for me, and I keep going back and forth on it. Right now I'm leaning towards the Copper Golem though, just because I feel like it has a lot of potential as a mob. But one thing is for sure, I won't be voting for the Glare. If you want to see more footage and functionality of these mobs in the game, click this playlist. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment telling me which mob you are planning on voting for.